We'll start in child's pose. Knees wide, big toes touching. Walk your hands forward, send your hips onto your heels. You can rest on your forehead. And just start to check in with your breath. Take a big inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Do that one more time. Walk your fingertips forward just a little bit more, lengthening your spine. And then press into your palms and your fingertips and round your spine up to the ceiling as you come into tabletop. Tuck your chin to your chest. And then drop your belly toward the earth and send your hips back to child's pose. Inhale. Round your spine, tuck your chin, come to tabletop. Exhale, belly drops, tailbones lift, send your hips back to child's pose. Keep doing this, round your spine up, kind of like a cat. And then exhale, cow, come back to child's pose. One more time, we'll end in tabletop here. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, stack your hips over your knees. And we'll just start to make some circles with your torso. So we want to drop our belly toward the earth and then send it to the left. Round your spine up to the ceiling for cat. Tuck your chin to your chest and then come to the right. So we're making a circle with our torso here. Just stretching our hips and our side body. Moving from cat-cow, just making a circle. And then switch directions, move to the right. Round your spine up, to the left and down. Take any last movements for a couple breaths that might feel good for you. Stretching your hips and your side body. We'll take a light toe stretch. So tuck your toes underneath and send your hips onto your heels. You can keep your hands on the floor for a little bit less intensity or bring your hands on your thighs. Allowing your toes and your arches to stretch. Use your breath to stay here. And then come back to tabletop. And we'll thread the needle. Inhale, reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Follow your fingertips. Exhale, thread it underneath your right hand. We want to rest, so we're kind of on our upper arm shoulder area. Notice anywhere your muscles might be resisting. Try to soften those muscles. Come back through center and switch sides. Inhale, reach your right hand up to the ceiling. Follow your fingertips. Exhale, thread it underneath your left. Back to center. And we'll take our first downward dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to the ceiling, press into your hands, spread your fingertips out. Send your hips up. Press your chest back toward your thighs. And start to walk your feet out. Bend one leg, bend the other. Getting in touch with how your breath and your body can move together. Noticing any areas of your body that might feel a little bit tense or a little loose. Come back to downward dog. Bend your knees, press your chest back toward your thighs. Take an inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, drop back down toward the floor. One more time, inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, back down. Take a big inhale, bend your knees, look forward, step your feet to your hands. Take a forward fold. Ground down through your feet, keep your feet about hip distance. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Notice any tension you might be holding in your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. If it's available to you, drop your fingertips down to the mat or maybe grab onto your shins. Walk around your left heel. Pull your right hip away, back and away. Walk your hands around your right heel. Pull your left hip back. Come back to center, bend your right knee, drop your right hand, inhale, reach your left arm up to the ceiling for a twist. Breathe deep into your belly. Exhale through center, switch sides. Left knee bends, left hand plants. Reach your right fingertips up. Exhale back through center. Inhale, half lift. Bend your knees if you need. Flat back. Flat back from your tailbone all the way to the crown of your head. And then exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Long spine. Exhale, fold. Extended mountain. Root through your feet. Stand up, reach up, look up. Inhale all the way to the top, and then exhale, fold. Hinge at your hips. Inhale, lift halfway, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to high plank, high push-up. Stay here for a breath, stack your heels over your toes. Pull in your core, lengthen your spine. Take a big inhale. Drop your knees down to the mat, lower all the way down onto your belly and your chest. Take an inhale, baby cobra, lift your chest and your head. Exhale, downward dog, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Forgot to put my watch on. And take right side low lunge, bring your right foot to the top of the mat, drop your left knee. Stay here for a couple breaths, magnetizing the front of your left thigh and the back of your right thigh. Breathe deep into your belly, allow your chest to expand. And half split, send your hips back, straighten your front knee, flex your toes. You can come up onto your fingertips, or if you have a pillow or two books, you can use those here. Notice your hamstring resisting. Try to soften your hamstring with your breath. Come back through center. Inhale, reach up, look up. Take a little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll take a twist. Inhale, Reach the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Exhale, twist left elbow outside of your right knee. Press your palms into each other. Look behind you. Use your inhale to lengthen up to the ceiling, and exhale, twist a little bit more. Come back through center. Step your foot back to downward dog. You can take a vinyasa if you'd like. Then come to left side, low lunge. Bring your left foot to the top of your mat. Drop your right knee. Inhale, reach up, look up. Come back down. I did this a little backwards. We'll come back for a couple breaths. Got a little excited. And take half split. Send your hips back, straighten your front knee, flex your foot to your face. I went hiking yesterday. My calf is a little sore. Allow your hamstring to surrender just a little bit. And then we'll come back forward, reach up, look back. Take a little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale for a twist. Right elbow comes outside of left knee. Press your palms together, look behind you. Come back through center and send your foot back to downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Come to a little bit of a high plank. Right knee, left elbow. Right wrist, left wrist. Back to three-legged dog. Same thing on the left side. Kick your left foot up to the ceiling. Bring your left knee to your left elbow. Right elbow. Left wrist, right wrist, back to downward dog. Take a big inhale, bend your knees, look forward, step your feet up to your hands. Halfway lift, flat back, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, keep your feet hip distance apart, and lift your arms up by your ears. Pull your center together, tuck your pelvis underneath, pull your core tight. Take a big inhale, sink a little bit lower. Another big inhale, and then exhale, fold. Take a halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back to high push-up. Take your version of vinyasa, always the option to drop your knees, otherwise lower down. Lift your chest and your shoulders. Smile and take downward dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. We'll come to right side warrior one. Bring your right foot to the top of your mat by your right thumb. Drop your left heel. I like to walk my left foot up a little bit just so I can square my hips forward. Stack your right knee over your right ankle. Ground down through your feet. Reach your fingertips up to the ceiling. Ground down through your left foot. Left heel outside of your left foot. Engage your muscles just a little bit more. Take a big inhale and then exhale, plant your hands, step back. Take your flow. Or meet us in downward dog. We'll do the same thing on the left side. Left foot comes toward left thumb. Right foot drops to a 45-degree angle. Reach your fingertips up to the ceiling. Smile. Stack your left knee over your left ankle. Ground down through your feet. Press into the outside of your right foot. Ground down through your heel. Engage your muscles a little bit more. Big inhale, fill up. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. Take your flow. Then take child's pose for a couple breaths. Drop your knees down to the mat, big toes touching, knees wide or knees together. Walk your hands forward, rest your forehead on your mat. Take a big inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. One more time, big inhale, fill up. Let it go. And then we'll come forward to Sphinx pose. Stretch your feet to the ends of your mat and bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Notice if your shoulders are up near your ears and crunching your neck. Try to lift your neck, the crown of your head, and drop your shoulders down and away. And if this is painful at all for your low back, feel free to modify, pull your core up a little bit more. And then we'll look around our left shoulder behind us. Look a little further and then come around your right shoulder. Come back to center and we'll take a forearm plank. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Come back to your breath. We'll stay here for 5, 4, smile, 3, 2, 1. Lower back down to Sphinx. Developing our core this morning. I was planning to move a little slow and then I got really excited, so tuck your toes, lift your hips, forearm plank. Activate your core. Zip your core and your spine together. Tuck your tailbone for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Make a pillow for your cheek to rest on. Take a couple breaths. Okay, now I'm going to try to explain this floor scorpion. It's a shoulder stretch. We're going to stay laying on our bellies. Extend your right arm out like a T. Use your left hand and your left foot to come up and over. This is a low back and a shoulder stretch. And if it's not comfortable for your left foot to come all the way over, you can just use your left hand to press and come onto your right side body. If you add the foot, it's a little extra low back stretch. And then we'll switch sides, gently roll back. Extend your left arm out like a T. Use your right arm to push. Come up and over. Come back to center, and we'll take option of half pigeon or lizard. So press into downward dog. For right side lizard, we'll bring your right foot on the right edge of your mat, foot flat, with your left knee dropped. Or for half pigeon, we'll bring right knee to right wrist, right foot to the left side of the mat. Your choice. I've been doing a lot of lizard lately and I'm a little lizarded out. So I'm going to do half pigeon. It's up to you. Whatever you choose, just try to soften your right hip and glute muscles. They like to push away and resist sometimes. Use your breath to soften and surrender. And if you're in lizard and you'd like to come up on the outside edge of your right foot, feel free. You can press into your knee. A little bit of a deeper stretch. Good morning, Chris. We'll stay here for just a couple more breaths. Try to really relax as much as you can. Notice where your muscles are tightening or tensing. Allow them to soften. And once you feel like you've done that, switch sides. Gently press back. Take any movements that you need. And then come to left side half pigeon or left side lizard. Your choice. I'm dreaming about my breakfast right now. I don't know if you already ate, but I have not and I'm hungry. It's good to get a little workout, little stretch and movement in the morning. Notice if this side is any different than the right side. Notice where you're tightening. Maybe it's around your hips, your glutes, or even your jaw and your shoulders. Maybe your hands are tensing. Just notice and try to soften. Take a couple last breaths to really focus on softening and surrendering. And then gently sit onto your left hip, swing your right leg forward, or if you're in lizard, make your way to staff pose. If you have really tight hips or glutes or hamstrings, you can sit on a pillow. We're just going to do a couple wrist stretches. Bring your hands palms face down, fingers facing behind you, near your hips. And you can adjust the pressure and the positioning to get a little bit more of a stretch or less of a stretch. Flip so you're on the back of your hands, fingers facing behind you. How to loosen glutes, my mom is asking. Like if you can feel yourself tensing and tightening and activating the muscles, try to let go of that a little bit. Soften those muscles. Okay, shake your wrists out. Sometimes I like to bring the backs of my hands together and clasp them. Roll them around a little bit. It's up to you. And then we'll take a forward fold. Inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, fold forward. Try to keep a long spine from your tailbone all the way to the crown of your head. And then we'll come to a supine twist. Come onto your back. First, hug your knees into your chest. Massage your spine a little bit. Maybe make a circle with your knees. And then hug your right knee into your chest. Kick your left foot to the end of the mat and twist to the left. Try to ground down through both shoulders and look to the right. Breathe deep into your belly. And switch sides. Hug your left knee into your chest. Kick your right foot to the end of the mat and twist to the right. Left arm comes to a T. Look to the left. And then come to Shavasana. Stretch your feet to the corners of your mat. Let your arms fall out to the sides. And come to complete and total rest and relaxation for just a few minutes. There's nothing more to be done. You can soften your focus away from your breath. Relax your eyes or close them down. Let your body melt into the ground. Slowly start to allow your awareness to come back to your body. Gently start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Rock your head from right to left. Keep your eyes closed. Take a big inhale. Reach your hands up and over your head. Take a nice long stretch. And when you're ready, hug your knees into your chest and roll onto one side. Rest your head in your hands. Take a last moment to just be here now. Notice how you feel. Do you feel more connected with yourself, more focused, energized, relaxed? How can you bring a little bit of this back into your day today? Send yourself love and gratitude for showing up this morning. And when you're ready, press yourself to easy seat, Sukhasana. Cross legs with your hands together at your heart. Ground down through your sit bones, long spine. Roll your shoulders back behind you. Lift your chest. And we'll end, as always, at the collective with a deep inhale through the nose. Pause at the top. And a loud exhale out. Thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. A little Sunday stretch. I'm so grateful for you and all of your support, and wishing you the best Sunday, the most health and happiness and joy and safety. Om Shanti Shanti. Peace be with you. Thanks all. Happy Sunday. Let me know if you have any questions or feedback. We have class this week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7:15 a.m. and 7:15 p.m.